Good afternoon, I guess. I will not take much of your time because I know I'm in between you and your lunch. I'll talk about this IC impact. This is the first and the only, I would like to underscore the word only, Canada-India Research Center of Excellence that has been created through the joint initiative by the three universities, which is University of British Columbia, University of Alberta, and University of Toronto, to form this binational Center of Excellence. It's a long name, I will not read this, but the acronym is IC Impact. This is funded through the federal government of Canada in the tune of 14 million cash dollars from the federal government of Canada, and we have also raised close to 2 million from our partners, so closely 17 million cash dollar to create this center over the 5 years, also trying to get the equal money or matching funds from the Indian partners as well. Our vision is to create healthy communities for both Canada and India, which will look at improved health and longevity, increased economic prosperity, and positive social change. That's the vision. The center works on the three key areas. One is safe infrastructure, the second is the clean water, and the third is public health. And these three are very important both for Canada as well as in India. And the reason why we chosen these areas, they are community, this is where the needs of the community are, and we want to deploy technology that will able to provide the solution for these communities. I will skip this slide very fast. The reason why we choose these kind of three key areas are because both Canada and India share the same challenges and opportunities in these three sectors. For example, in Quebec we have challenges in terms of bridges, same in India there are challenges in terms of infrastructure. Water is a big global challenge, not only for Canada and India, but it's a huge challenge to provide safe drinking water to the communities. We are trying to resolve this, answer this through this center. Public health, for example, there are infectious diseases, waterborne diseases, malaria, mycosis, so we are looking at this. So I will try to describe in a couple of minutes what are the key research areas that this Canada-India Research Center of Excellence will work on. The first is water monitoring. So we are developing water sensor that will have sensor unit, data management unit, and power supply unit, which will look at off-grid solution. Some of the challenges in India and particularly also in remote communities in Canada is that the reliable power. So we want to obtain or devise solutions and devices which will run off-grid. So that's why onboard power system using solar PV, like for example in the Gujarat province there's a lot of investment in renewable energy, and we want to leverage all those in our center as well. We are looking at water treatment, so not only we are monitoring water in terms of its pathogen, in terms of its metal contaminants, but once we know what are the contaminants, what are the pollutants, we want to drive solutions. We want to provide treatment solutions, and the key challenge is to provide local, low-cost solution for those things, and these are some of the solutions that we have proposed in the center. We are looking at conditional assessment and structural health monitoring. So we are putting integrated sensors to do the structural monitoring of various structures, the bridges and so forth. We are using fly ash. So this is using the green concrete as a low carbon footprint material for construction industry. And for the use of like fly ash is a large amount in terms of thermal power plants generate a lot of fly ash. So we are trying to use this fly ash to create green concretes. We are using polymer-based matrices, composite materials in order to strengthen the structures of dams and so forth. In terms of public health, key areas are applications of public health strategy, drug resistance, mycosis, and parasitic infections like malaria. These are the three areas where the center will work on. These are very key in terms of infectious diseases, and we will be looking at some of the drug formulations of new drug molecules, and also not only the formulation, and also key fast diagnostic and treatment solutions based on these new drug deliveries that will be done through this center. The key, as the Chief Minister of this province, Gujarat, mentioned, he wants to engage the young minds, and our center, the goal is to engage the young talents. So the key focus is to train the highly qualified students, the graduate and the graduate students in our center. We have a very ambitious plan to train to close to 700 students, faculty members, undergraduate students within the center. Some of the key training programs that we have proposed in this center are, for example, graduate teaching application internship program, and also we are placing our own Canadian student in Indian partner communities, working with the Indian industrial players so that they get an experience of a global way of doing business and doing research in a global research enterprise. We are also doing something in terms of faculty, in terms of creating capacity building exercise for the Indian community and the Indian academics, and bringing in some of the Indian professors to be a resident professor within our 3 universities as well. Networking and partnership, of course, the 3 leading Canadian universities working together with the partners in India, and these are the snapshot. This is not all inclusive, but you can see PDPU, where we are here, is a part of this network, and not only there are industries, not only the institute, academic institute, but large number of industries are involved in this partnership, because we believe that the PPP, public-private partnerships, are very essential in order to make this center sustainable beyond the next 5-year cycle that we have. And all this can happen because we have a very strong governance structure. Our governing board, the incorporation, is led by the Honorable Roy McLaren, who was not long ago was the chairman of the Canada-India Business Council as well. The scientific director of this center is Dr. Nemi Banthia, who is at the University of British Columbia, is an excellent and a world-renowned scientist in terms of infrastructure, in terms of health monitoring of the structures. This is myself. I am looking at the research mobility sector. This is Lakshmi Kotra, who is looking at the knowledge mobilization, and also we have an office in India, which is led by Faisal Beg, who is in this audience as well, and there are other committees and so on, which is working closely to make this happen. And also we have this India-Canada Community Advisory Board, where the partner communities, because we have partner community both in Canada and India, and the people from the representatives, the stakeholders from these communities are involved, so that what we propose is not really what we want to push the technology, rather this is the pull. The stakeholders, the end users are telling us that these are the needs of their community, and we are trying to deploy technologies based on the need of these communities. So with this, I want to end this. IC Impact is open in business from January 2030, and we will welcome you to partner with us to create healthy communities both for Canada and India. Thanks for your attention. I'd love to take questions.